Greetings everybody, this is Sabin Dimitrov, aka Adins for the Astral Wolf, and I wanted to kind of show you guys a cool little victory I got when I was attacking the enemy guild. So I was attacking enemy ships and stuff and just trying out different things and, trying to grab, resources from unshielded arcs. Now as you guys can see, I got a solid chunk of them. But I wanted to show you guys a really neat victory I got against Estelda. As you guys can see, I only lost 689 hummingbirds, aka tier 1 soldiers, and they lost Death Angels and Transcenders. Now I'll show you guys how well this went. So originally that would do a crap ton of damage, but my damage reduction is protecting my tier 1 soldiers against these big boys. So this is actually really fun, and as you guys can see, we are actually able to hold our lines pretty well considering. So even though she is trying to hurt us, our corrosive armor continues to hurt them. And our mender bots just healed all our soldiers back up. And check that out. Our corrosive armor, as well as the counter striker, hurt that row of enemies. So that means we can go again. And as you guys can see, they are getting hurt. And it's actually kind of fun being able to run a proper Orochi that can actually hurt enemies. So the amount of soldiers that I lost trying to fight against this person was like nothing. And each time they try to attack me, the more and more defense I get. One of the reasons why I'm trying to add Menderbot onto my Rogers, because Menderbot will make Rogers more annoying to kill. So watch what happens when they hit me. See? We just cut them down to size. And look at that, see? We are just slowly eating through the health. And every time we miss, they get hurt. And it's really funny. And it's like, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? So, as you guys can see, it's really fun being able to mess up the enemy. So even though we are missing, our defensive buffs are what's protecting us. So they're going to hit us, and that means they lose another one of the soldiers. Ha ha ha. Eat those pickles. So yeah, it's actually quite nice being able to see us slowly whittle through their defenses. And you'd expect this to actually be a solid build, and usually it would be, but I was just trying to kind of do a Hail Mary attack against the enemy. And when I showed my guildmates, they're like, oh my gosh, nice job. And like it is, guys, I just keep getting my soldiers back with the Menderbot. And no matter what the enemy tries to run against me, my Menderbot does not get cleared. So the Menderbot's like, hi, I'm here. I'm going to heal your soldiers. There's nothing the enemy can do to stop me. So it's actually really funny. So, the enemy was at 500 soldiers in that one slot. And as you guys can see, it ain't going very well for him now, is it? We have a total of 6 Menderbots. That is why Orochi is freaking awesome. And that damage reduction buffs that he has are amazing. And look at that, we just cut them down in our soldier size. So yeah, I mean, feel free to go hit us, but you ain't gonna be doing too much with that. Shabam. Oh, look at that. Oh, did that hurt? Oh, I think it goes hurt. But no, so it's actually kind of fun, guys, being able to run a small Orochi that can still land some kills. He's doing very well, and like it is, guys, we got another level, another 6 Menderbots, and every time that they try to run that Wings of Eternity, it hurts him more and more. Ha ha ha. So I know this battle is kind of stupid, but it goes to show what happens when you run the proper buffs that can, fight against the enemy. So even though the enemy has better soldiers than me, I am able to hold my line. But like it is, we have Counter Striker as well as corrosive armor, which is what really gives us the extra boost. So we have two damage dealing, things that hurt the enemy when they hit us. Watch this. They get cut down even more. It's a good thing that they aren't an airship commander, or else they would be losing so much more. That is one of the reasons why Orochi, with his corrosive armor and Menderbot and Counter Striker, is such a terrifying combination. Like it is, guys, I'm trying to get Power of Scorpio on Orochi as quickly as possible, because that will give him a guaranteed hit ability as well as extra health points. 30% to be exact. So that means Orochi is going to have a much better time. Now, I think I might want to swap out my current running. Watch this, guys. He's going to lose his soldier. Boom. But anyway, so as you guys can, I'm thinking about switching out my dude that does the what do you call it? My faction, because I already have more than enough tech, but I need something that gives more defense for my soldiers. We have 6 Menderbots once again, guys. Isn't that awesome? And if the enemy just kept this going the entire time, we would have killed 1,500 of their soldiers, but they played it very safe and actually kept only this amount of soldiers on the battle. So it's quite fun, as you guys can see. And it makes me happy being able to see a much better commander and bigger commander with better equipment actually be able to fail against my Orochi. That time we only had 5, but all our soldiers are back and running again. So it's really, really funny. When they hit me, oh, wow, look at that. They got hit 3 times with that. Delicious. So it's actually really, really fun being able to hurt the enemy. But yeah, like it is, they can do less and less damage to me as we kill more of the soldiers. And when they hit me, well, I'm actually surprised. These little suckers do have more health than I thought. But that's the thing. It's death by 1,000 cuts. It's constantly touching a hot stove until you finally die. And boom. That means they lost 58 Death Angels and 9 Transcenders. That's really impressive. So my Orochi did a fantastic job, because the enemy has SWE built into their stuff. They have SWE, and that was the video I just released the other day. They have penetration, attack, and strength and weaken effect. So these are actually pretty darn good pieces of equipment. And as you can see, they are running Cassiopeia power, because they are trying to eventually get total damage reduction. But they have Sagittarius, which gives them critical damage. They have Virgo's Radiance, which is total strength and weaken effect. And yeah. And they are actually trying to get resistance and weaken effect on that little gem. They have a Light of Gemini, and they have Virgo's Radiance. So I can see what they are trying to go for. And yes, they are running a mid-tier strength and weaken effect. But they weren't expecting my Orochi to be horrifying to deal with. So yeah, it's actually kind of funny being able to run a proper Orochi build. And then for the chest plate, like I explained to you guys before, it can be anything. So as you guys can see, that is really, really cool. The total, they are running their strength and weaken effect, but like it is, because I am not running high level soldiers, that backfired on them. And for me, I don't think I have any strength and weaken effect. Well, I do have RWE, And the RWE is kind of what helped defend us from that damage that the enemy did to us. And if I remember right, he is awakened and he has critical wither. So that probably helped us a bit on our battle against that commander. Wow, that was a 10-minute battle. Goodness gracious. But yeah, so as you guys can see, my Orochi is doing a fantastic job. And yeah, they have better equipment than I do when it comes to that. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. I'm just going to reload all this stuff, get all the stuff back to, you know. Alright, so make sure that all our equipment has not been switched out, and we're back to business. But yeah, so my Orochi proved himself very worthy in that battle. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't do very well against this Orochi. And as you guys can see, he has much better equipment than me. So he is more advanced than I am, which is unfortunate. But I'll show you guys the battle anyway. Now, this battle is going to time out the game. So I'm just going to hit, the speed up button. But as you guys can see, we actually held our ground. And even though we, quote, lost the battle, we didn't, lose in the sense of our arc being hit. In fact, we actually proved that a much smaller Orochi with the right equipment can still do a lot of damage, and I'm very, very happy with that. And I can see what he's trying to do with this guy. He's trying to run a penetration build. Oh man, he has the Aldebaran. That poopy. I want the Aldebaran. I need the Aldebaran because that's 220% extra health. That's some delicious stuff. So I need to get that Aldebaran as quickly as possible. And even though he has more stuff on his equipment than I do, you guys can see that my Orochi actually did a very good job of holding up, considering he was fighting against someone that way outclassed him. Now he is running the same stuff we are. Corrosive armor. He has better walker. But is there anything that I'm better at? Oh my gosh, what is all this? My guild does have better buffs than his guild does, but as you can see, he kind of outclasses me on almost everything. But like you guys could see, my Orochi actually held the line, considering, and didn't break his line. So sadly, even though we still lost the battle, it goes to show that my Orochi is lasting against enemies who are running better soldiers and size. And like it is with that one battle at the beginning of the episode, of the video, guys, you could see how we slowly whittled down the enemy. So, always try your best to find unique and interesting ways to fight, because there's going to be battles that you never thought you'd actually win. Heck, when I saw that, I didn't think I was going to win. My Orochi was tiny, and yet somehow he still managed to beat that Stella. So, hey, congratulations for Orochi. And he is one tough cookie. I'm very proud of him. So, like it is, guys, as we get more robots, we will be upgrading our Beetlejuice first. And the reason why we are upgrading the Beetlejuice is because this one will give you more damage reduction advancement than the Lucky Knotting will. So we want to get Beetlejuice to level 45 before we start working on Lucky Knotting. And then we can start slowly working on this stuff. But I'm focusing on the damage reduction stuff first, because we are going to be swapping out pieces of equipment once we get enough stuff for the Aldebaran and the Broken Fortress. But yeah, so we are very much well on the way to getting some nasty stuff for our commander, and we're going to be able to really sock it to the enemy. And like it is, guys, I have 21,752 magazines ready to go. And that means I can hit this little button right here. This little sucker increased 10,000 times. So that means when the proper event comes up, our Orochi is going to grow substantially because of this, and that means he's going to be able to do a lot more damage. And like it is, guys, I was able to accomplish a absolutely ridiculous task of hyperspace airship level 8. That means we will only have to do 2 more upgrades for the hyperspace airship, and then we can get to that infamous Cyan shuttle. Now, the Cyan shuttle does not cost as much as I thought, which is quite surprising. It's only 648 million food and parts, but the part that's really going to kill us is 1.2 billion electricity and 1.68 billion gas, and that's 420 million cash, and that is also 90 freaking million 90 million hyperspace crystals. So that is going to be a doozy to deal with when we want to get our stuff upgraded. But like it is, guys, we are very much on the home stretch. And, I've been playing this game for 6.5 years now. And, we finally got this abysmally sized upgrade underway. And originally, I want to show you this. This is actually going to be pretty epic. Give me a second. This is what the hyperspace airship level 7 upgrade costs. 800 million food, 800 million parts, 160 million electricity, 800 million gas, and 280 million cash, and 55,000 hyperspace crystals. And the entire upgrade time is 1,322 days and 18 hours, which is a ridiculously high, long time to get stuff, upgraded. But with our guild, what it does is that every time a person helps you, that takes a certain percentage off of the time that is taken off. So now it is back down to like maybe 700 days left. So we've cut that time down almost by half. Oh, and speaking of this, my good friend Owl just texted me and said that works. So he is telling me that this set does work. So that's really, really good to hear, especially coming from Owl. So as you guys can see, this is the equipment that we need for our SWE. Sorry guys, I sneezed. I'm back. Oh, that makes sense. I gotcha. So as you guys can see, we just got another kernel of knowledge and wisdom. He's using Black Knight, which is that piece of equipment he sent to me. This little sucker right here. This is the Black Knight, because that gives tier suppression. So that way, if we are running tier 12 soldiers, that means the smaller soldiers won't be able to hurt us as much, and we can do more damage to them. And because that other Stella was not running tier suppression, that means our small soldiers were able to really mess her up. But yeah, so this has been a very wonderful video, being able to show some really cool stuff that is in development, as well as getting a little bit of extra information from my dear friend Owl. So shout out to Owl for being such a wonderful friend, and shout out to my Orochi for being freaking awesome and kicking butt. And yeah, I'm just very, very happy with how this is working out. Anyway, I have to stop the video here, but it has been an absolute pleasure having you guys watching this video. Always please remember to like, share, and subscribe to subscribe my videos and my YouTube channel, because I would love to be able to have you guys, have more people watch my videos. And yeah, always remember to Woof, sorry about that, guys. This has been Spin Dimitrov, aka a Dance for the Asked Wolf. It has been an absolute pleasure having you guys here. And always remember to stay awesome and God bless. Quick little edit and side note, guys. I just got a message back from the support team of Arc of War, and they were able to give me some very valuable information. I asked them, I do have a question. Could you guys explain to me strength and weaken effect and resistance weaken effect? And this is awesome. Hello, in the game, the infantry restrains the airship restrains the walker, and the walker restrains the infantry. Restrained will increase your own 20% damage and 25% hit, and reduce the enemy's 20% damage and 25% hit. Strength and weaken effect, SWE, could increase this effect, and the RWE resistance weakened effect could decrease this effect. So it's just like Owl told me, and the game developers were able to help confirm my thoughts about this, as well as what I've been told. So this will be able to help everybody to understand how this stuff works and how you can form better buffs for your soldiers. And like it is, guys, sometimes you have to use gem sets that are not for your soldier type, so you can get the passive benefits from those gem sets. But yeah, as you guys can see, this has been a very wonderful and informative video, and now the game developers was able to give us more information. So thank you very much, my good friend Joshua. That's very, very nice of you for giving me the information I need. And if there is more stuff that you guys need to know, then please, by all means, feel free to ask me about different parts of the game, and I'll do my best to give you guys the information that is needed. Anyway, this has been Spin Dimitrov, aka a Dance for the Wolf. It has been an absolute pleasure having you guys here. Always remember to stay awesome, and God bless.